Hello, hi guys. Welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. We are back with a new stream. This time, the big week, Game Week 6. It's huge. A lot of games to be followed. Before that, we have a lot of Carabao Cup games to even talk about, especially the United game. I'm sorry, they're not even in the Carabao Cup anymore. They lost to Grimsby, and surprisingly, Grimsby has made it to the next round of the fixtures as well. They do face who do it and who did it, but they face some other team. But yeah, here we are. A lot of things have happened. Ballon has happened. Nobody gives a shit about that PR thing, anyways. Since Lewandowski or Haaland did win it, I think even I didn't give a shit anymore about it. I know Messi did win it. I do know when primes were there, like Messi, Ronaldo winning it, and then we had someone like Modric winning it, and I'm like, what? But then because he took them to the to the World Cup final, that is why he won it. Because in the league he has one goal, barely any assist as well. So yeah, it is what it is. It just became a PR thing. The only good thing out of Balanda that has come since then is that Vinicius didn't win it and Yamal didn't win it this time. So yeah, deservingly we can say that Dembele deserved to win it. If you look into the women's side of things. Um, I have no clue how Bonmati won the. I have no clue how Bonmati won the Ballon. It's ridiculous to be very honest about it. Not just because I'm an Arsenal fan, but if you look at stats, if you look at numbers, if you look at the teams that they have played with or who they beat and who won what, it just made no sense in my opinion. But it is what it is. It became a PR thing in the end. I'm just glad that Dembele didn't get snubbed and they didn't give it to Yamal of all people. If they were to give it to anyone else but Dembele, I think Rafinha was the only good choice. Maybe Vitinha, maybe Salah, but I guess Salah had better numbers in term than Rafinha if you look at it. So I mean, again, it's a PR thing, so it doesn't really matter in the end. So yeah, it is what it is. We can talk about the Carabao Cup game that recently concluded. We can talk a little bit about who we're going to face next, the upcoming fixtures at the same time, and also obviously the upcoming game week, that is game week 6. Game week 6 has a lot of important games if you put into context on who's playing whom and where they are in the table as well. So that's why I think a lot of these games may not look how do we say fun in terms of the names that these big six clubs are facing. But if you put into context how important things are, it will really be interesting. Like a small preview, or we can talk. We will be talking about the Liverpool Crystal Palace game. In that game, Palace will be hosting Liverpool at their home ground, and going to their home ground is a very difficult place presently. Why, we will discuss that later. United going to Brentford. Brentford has had a decent track record, but that was because of Thomas Frank. Will that change? Probably. We can discuss about that as well. Arsenal going to Newcastle. In over 3-4 seasons, Arsenal have not beaten Newcastle at St James Park. That is a great thing to talk about as well. So in terms of if you put in context into these games, it becomes very interesting. And here we are. We'll probably talk for an hour or so. I do not have my panel with me presently. I have no clue how this has happened, but all of us are going through some shit personally at some level altogether, individually. Does it make sense? I do not think so. Will I be elaborating on that? Hell no. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. If you guys have not yet joined our Discord link, you can definitely join us. I have pinned that as a comment, so do check that out. I put out a decent poll out there asking people who they think is the man of the match for the Carabao Cup. I put in Ethan Veneri, as a Saliba, and Ben White as options. So um, yeah. Yeah. We can get into the discussion. Let's talk about the Carabao Cup that recently concluded, where we played against Portwell. Um, hmm. What do I think about this performance? I just think we did all right to just win this game, and that's about it. We just wanted to make sure that Saka gets back into his fitness. We wanted to make sure that players like Kepa, Norgard, Lewis Kelly, and not probably, and Ben White getting those match fitness minutes, at least those minutes to be ready for the Premier League when they have to face the intensity of the Premier League. Uh, Players like Kepa, who's very, very solid when it comes to penalty, has shown to be a decent keeper or a decent backup keeper for the Arsenal as well. Previously to this, we didn't have a keeper who was not cup-tied, who was not an issue, who dived outside the goalkeeper's goalkeeper's box as well and causing issues for the Arsenal when they were hit on the counter. Luckily, Kepa knew all of these basics and somehow stuck with it and did the right thing in his box. So I think the ratings are right. Coming to our backline, Mosquera, man, Mosquera is a beast. I mean, I do know that we've signed in attackers like Eze, like Gyökeres. We are excited to see how Max Domingue plays. I'll be very honest. I'm very, very excited to see how Mosquera plays whenever there's a chance of him playing even those fringe minutes or him starting as well. I'm genuinely excited to watch him play because he just it could be the new toy syndrome, new shiny toy syndrome where people get excited by the new things that are coming up and forget the old things. I don't think it's like that. It's just that he's so solid, and the fact that we got him for like less than 15 million, where we had likes of Barca looking for a defender like that, where um, Madrid spent close to 60 million for Dean Hozan. Dean Hozan is a supreme talent. There's no denial about that. But fact that they could spend just this much and get such a good talent was just a shock. And then you had Liverpool, you had Chelsea, you had Arsenal. You obviously had you had a bunch of Italian teams going after him as well. But yeah, we've got him and he's been sensation since he came in. Welcome Ainsley. How are you, man? Talking about keepers, I saw this. Garcia injured for like 4 to 6 weeks. Then I saw that even this one, Rafinha was injured for 3 to 4 weeks as well, if I'm not wrong. I think he will miss. Both of these two will be missing the PSG game as well, if I'm not wrong. Do let me know regarding that. But yeah, I did see your highlights. I did see the Atletico Madrid highlights. I did see the uh, Madrid highlights as well. All three games, so good, especially the Atletico Madrid highlights. The fact that Julian Alvarez keeps getting substituted before the 90th minute is a crime. And yesterday, I'm not yesterday, on that day, he showed why he needs to play all the 90 minutes. All three goals came from him. It was a hat trick, and it was a sensational hat trick, to be very, very honest. Third goal with the left foot, come on, man. With his left foot having that much, how do we say, put into a shot, that much curve to it, that much quality in the shot with his left foot was just stupid to watch. And the fact that Simeone benches such a player before the 90th minute is just, yeah, it is what it is. But back to the Arsenal game. Saliba, standard game by all means, he didn't have much difficulty. That one long ball to Trossard is something that we probably will start to see a lot more in the upcoming seasons or the season following through, because that is something that Van Dijk is very good at, right? A single ping from defense to offense with just one ball being that with that much quality is something that we do not have in our backline. Yes, Margules is good at it. Saliba is good at it, but nobody is exceptional at it, right? I think that is the difference between being a good center back and being a being an exceptional center back. Because Van Dijk is probably, if you put Van Dijk as a benchmark, Saliba is far, but not so far when compared to the rest of the defenders in the Premier League, in terms of quality, in terms of everything. But yeah, it is what it is. I just thought these are some things that we can test out in games like this, where we don't have to focus on trying to build or trying to get out of the gear or something. We can test out the different things that we can. It almost feels like a preseason game, but we have to win this. That is the only difference that I can see in such games. But yeah. Welcome, Randa. How are you, man? I hope you're doing well. By the way, things look shit around the entire world. I just hope you're doing well in spite of all of that. Randa says, I hate it when we have players like Veneri never pass to him when occupies those pockets. I hate it. Not against City, not against Port Vale. Applicable to SA as well. I didn't get it. Okay, you hated that when we have players like Veneri and Eze occupying those half spaces, but nobody passes to them. Is that what you're trying to say? If that is what you're trying to say, yeah, I get it, man. I honestly get it. Because seeing this lineup against Portwell, and not against Man City is strange. I get it. Honestly, I understood. I get that side of the conversation. But my thing is, what's done is done. It's fine. We didn't like lose at home. I get it. There's a 5 point difference between us and Liverpool. I get it. But why are people nagging about the fact, nagging about the City game to this game? Like it almost feels like people do not want to be happy in spite of the result that Arsenal gets. If we lose, I understand I understand fans losing their mind. If we draw, I think this season is such a season where even a draw feels like a loss. So I understand that perspective. But even when we win, why are fans so adamant or not? Why are fans so adamant in finding the mistakes no matter what? They say, right, when things are going well, nobody will talk anything. But it always feels like the Arsenal fan base always tries to find mistakes no matter what. It like see, okay, let me remove you from focus. So it looks like I'm talking in general because that's what I want to talk in general as well. Yeah, basically against low blocks whenever he does just want to. Yeah, absolutely. I get this point. You're absolutely right. Right. See, Juan Garcia had a great game. Who did Barca play in the this thing, Champions League? I forgot. Yeah, who did Barca play in the Champions League? This team. Yeah, in the first game week in UCL. Who did they play? I forgot. Yeah, exactly. It's there in Newcastle. Right? Yeah. So João Garcia played against Newcastle. Juan Garcia had a great performance. But let's be honest, most of the shots were at him, right? When he had such a good game, and Arsenal also went away to Bilbao and won that game 2-0. Nobody spoke about how well Raya kept a clean sheet. Nobody spoke about how well he was able to stop one of the, how do we say, better stops in the game when compared to Juan Garcia in the Newcastle game. Nobody spoke about that. But the moment Juan Garcia had that game and kept, and Barca won that game against Newcastle, everyone was like, "Oh, we need Juan Garcia at Arsenal. Raya's not good. Kepa's not good. This, that. Why? What happened? Arsenal won the game. How hard is it for people to find positives when your team is winning? Like, why are you so adamant on trying to find mistakes in things that do not deserve the highlights at that specific point? Why are you being like? Are you being paid to find the mistakes? Do you not want to be happy with the things that are happening around you? Like do you want to be sad at the whole time? Like, what is your mentality at this point? I mean, like, this is a question to all the Arsenal fans out there who are trying to find mistakes at each and everything. This game also, when Lewis Kelly was playing and he got his minutes and he played decently. And in all honesty, he didn't play the game that he's known to be. He's known for, right? And still, in spite of that, also he played a very good game. He got an assist. We all know it was a Martinelli kind of thing and it was a dummy from Skelly, but it is what it is. But when Lewis Kelly was playing, they were like, "Oh, I wish Fury was playing. He's so much better than Lewis Kelly." Why? What happened there? Last season when Fury was injured, people were raving about Skelly, that he's the best left back that we've had in over a year. He's like an Ashley Cole, like we got from an academy. He's this, he's that, he's better than Fury. Then this season, Fury played really well in the first 5 games. Whenever he's played, he's looked exceptional, especially against speedy defenders. He's improved that as well. But we all for and when that was happening, people, oh, Califury is so good, but I still wish Lewis Kelly plays. What happened? What went wrong? Did Califury do something so catastrophic that MLS had to come in and change the thing? Not really. Show me one game where we were like dominated on our left hand side, on the defense's left hand side, where we had to make the change that Lewis Kelly had to come and make that difference. I don't remember even one time. Liverpool, Salah was the attacker, yet we found it easier to defend against him because Calafiori was that good. I really do not understand what is wrong with not majority, at least the people who make themselves very vocal and visible, always cribbing about something or the other. On Twitter, These people have blue ticks, so they want to get the clicks, and they go on. They try and rage by their own fans. I mean, their own fans as in their own Arsenal people as well, trying to get interactions. I just don't get it. I honestly do not get it. But yeah, it is what it is. I've gone on a complete different tangent. I'm sorry about that. Let me take a few comments to bring back this. I think people are frustrated that we couldn't smash Portugal and struggle to create anything, even with Eze, Veneri, and Merino in that midfield. This is fair. See, being constructive like this, or pointing out the right things and being having conversation that like that regarding this makes sense. There is zero conversation. There is zero constructive points from general audience or the people or the things that are visibly seen by other people. It is the same thing. I wish this player played over this. I wish this player played over that. There's a reason why the squad was built. There's a reason why there's a bench, there is starting level, there are finishers, and why there are starters. Right? We finally have a squad where we can rotate in multiple positions. Touchwood, I can't find wood. Yeah. Touchwood, everything goes well, and we don't have any more injuries. Right? And then what happens? Once we finally have a squad that people have been crying about, people are like, oh, I want this player to play over that, this over that, this. Chill, bro. It's fine. It is fine. When we lose a game, I get the conversation. When we draw a game, I get the conversation. But when we win a game, also, I just don't get the conversations at all. I honestly do not get it. When we're winning, at least they try. You know what? What we have? What it's September. 3 more months in this year. I'll give you a New Year resolution that you have to follow just for 3 months. Okay. When Arsenal win, try to find some positive. I beg you, just 3 months. Follow this thing for 3 months is all I ask. If Arsenal win, find a positive. I beg you. That is all I have. That is all I'm going to ask these gentle Arsenal fans out there. If you're rival fans, yeah, you can find mistakes in your rivals. That's what rivalry does, I guess. I don't know. Did you see the goal against? Yeah, yeah. Johan Garcia was trash. That goal. I do not know why Manuel he tried to bring in this Manuel Neuer in this, but yeah, it is what. Plymouth. Where has the panel gone? Have they all quit or what? Wait, who's this? Is this Luke? Is it Luke changing his name and everything? Is that who it is? Probably it is. No man. If you look, welcome back on the channel. It is just that all of us are going through some shit or the other at the same time, and it's something that can't be avoided. That is all I have to say, and I'm not going to expand on that. That's it. Yeah. Okay, coming back to the game. Our midfield, Norgard, we finally saw Norgard getting those minutes. I'm so glad that has happened. With him, we've had the likes of um, Eze and Ethan Veneti play in that midfield. Finally, people wanted to see an attacking midfield. We played with an attacking midfield, and I agree with this point. When we had players like Veneri and Eze in that team to break down low blocks, we didn't really create chances. And I get it. And I get it that we did not do that. I get the frustration, right? Because when I think till the first goal, it looked like we were doing a lot of the things in terms of breaking down um, Portwell in terms of like creating something, and then the goal came, which was nice. It's a good movement, nice finish, a nice movement from Martinelli to MLS to Eze, and then go. That was beautiful. And after that, straight in the like I think 86th or in the 90th minute, I forgot when he scored the goal. I think it was in the 84th minute or 85th minute when Trossard scored the goal. In between, I think we were just trying to cruise. We didn't try to do a lot more. I don't think it was like us trying to do anything um, great in time to smash the team. I think we were just trying to make sure that we managed minutes. At the same time, we didn't lose control of the game. Also, for a fact that we were trying to get, we're just trying to make sure that we are ready for the Newcastle game because Newcastle game is genuinely going to be very intense. I think with that in our mind, we didn't like go and change gears and try to, go on overdrive and try to score like 4 or 5 goals. That's what I think because the Newcastle game will genuinely be very very intense because it's at St James Park and it's been a while since Arsenal have won. We'll come to that. We'll come to that game. We'll take in a few more comments. Yeah, I changed the name to Troll YouTube channel, particularly Liverpool fan. I was super chatting them. Fair enough, man. Yeah, Liverpool. Wow. See, Liverpool had a weird Carabao Cup game. Even Chelsea, man. It's wow. The way Chelsea got dominated by Lincoln City. If I'm not, is that the name? Lincoln City. It was just funny to watch. I did watch the highlights. It was just like, but yeah, it is what it is. Everything else is fine. Stop playing Merino Rice midfield unless there's no absolutely option. True. It is not good. It hasn't worked. A striker isn't Ekiteke, Havertz, or Alvarez. We need creativity. Good point. It's a very good point. If we have a striker like this thing, if we have a striker like Gyökeres, you need creativity in the midfield. I thought with the midfield of Eze and Ethan Vaneri, if Martelli was played as a striker, it would have been better. But Arteta was like, "Screw you guys! I'm going to play psych or whatever game with you guys," and he ended up playing Merino as a striker with with Martinelli as a left wing, right? But I get this point. When we have a striker like Gyökeres, you need creativity in the midfield. Whereas if you have somebody else, um, like a Kai Havertz or Ekitike, Isak, or even Alvarez, then I think you can be okay with your midfield with the likes of having Marino and Rice, like how Randall said. Fair enough. Now I'm truly back. I have something to say on United game this week. I think we have to win this. Okay, we will talk about the this thing United game shortly. Just give me like 5 more minutes. We'll wrap up the Carabao Cup and the entire scenario and the upcoming games, and then we'll talk about the upcoming fixtures in the in game week 6. Cool. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll wrap this up. Our attack, Saka, we knew we just needed him to get into match fitness and for him to do something to make sure that he's available for the Newcastle game because we don't have Madueke. Merino, I'm not going to say much. Martinelli, decent run in the game, but I think he still will be or should be our substitute along with Trossard. Trossard, the issue with Trossard is that the moment he scores, he gets into the starting level. He gets into the starting level, and will start to like mess up the entire game. The same thing had happened. He came as a sub against Bilbao, scored, started against Man City. I just hope he doesn't start against Man City. That is what I hope. Declan Rice didn't have much to do. Wore long sleeves, got a bunch of pictures from people, looked absolutely incredible. That's all I have to say. Victor Gyökeres and Max Durbin. I'll talk these two in yeah, Victor Gyökeres and Max Durbin. I'll talk these two as a pair. These two, I thought, complemented each other really well. Because Max Dorman, the way he's a 15-year-old guy who was able to take in those duels, was able to eat them up at the same time, not lose the ball. I have no idea how he does that. But the way Max Dorman kept finding Gyökeres in those runs kind of felt like if only we saw Yeah, if only we saw more of this in the game, which is true. We have seen more of this in the game, but it has not been effective. That is the only difference. But I think the way Max Doman has also found Victor Gyökeres kind of striker is very encouraging that he could be, brought on against Newcastle if needed and all of that. Margulis stand-in game, nothing much to say. I thought he just came in, did his thing, and that's about it. As a substitute, he didn't do much. He didn't have to like do much at the same time. So yeah, that I have no complaints regarding this game. That's it regarding the Arsenal Portugal game. If you guys have any comments regarding this specific game, do let me know. I can definitely shift to the next part of the conversation if everyone is done with this. Cool. Okay, 1 second. Need to fire up something. Da-da-da. 8 minute. Okay, yeah. Okay. Saka should be encouraged to play through balls or looping one in behind. It's not like he can't do that. If he does that more, maybe platforms Yoker is better. True. True. This is true. Maybe if he does that, it could be better at the same time. We never know. Mm, okay. Yeah. Sunset. Almost all our goals have come through long balls. All our first league goals in every game has been a set piece. If Arteta does not play more on transition, we will see more cagey games. Fair enough. Fair enough. Look, I wanted Arteta to sign both Sesko and Gyökeres and experiment with the new formation 4-4-2, Sesko and Gyökeres up top, Saka and Eze on either wings, Rice and Zubimendi and usual backline, and 4-3-3 as well. Hmm. So, from the looks of it, Sesko wasn't ready to come and compete with the likes of Kai Havertz. That's what reports have said last season. That's what reports have said even this season, which I found it funny, right? But that game against Grimsby, the fact that he didn't take a penalty in the first five people and was the what 10th or ninth. Yeah, exactly. Someone after the fifth person was genuinely shocking. Maybe those reports are right. And if what you said could have been possible, that is with Gyökeres and Sesko coming in, assuming that we got an Eze at the same time and the rest of the bench as well, this formation would have been interesting. Also, I think this is something that Arteta or Arsenal, basically Arteta could experiment with Kai Havertz being there. The fact that we do not have him is an issue. I genuinely thought men in games in the game like Man City, right? I think the Liverpool game, Kai Havertz would have started as a sole striker, but I think Man City, I wouldn't have been surprised if instead of Merino, Kai Havertz is the one who starts as the uh, creative midfielder in that midfield of Zubimendi, Rice, and Gyökeres would have been up top. I think these two would have complemented really, really well, especially in the City game. I was hoping that this would have been the case more where we would have seen more of this along the season, but unfortunately with Kai Havertz injury, we can't see this. Right? That's what I think. I've spoken about this. I think even starting of the season, or we as a panel have spoken about this even starting of before the starting of the season. So I think it's still possible, but with the likes of Kai Havertz coming back, we could potentially see that after December. That's what I think. He didn't take the penalty as he had cramps, not a mentality. Oh, is that so? Okay. Hmm, I didn't. Okay, that I didn't know. See, I've not seen him hold his legs or do stretches or anything. That's why I didn't like talk about him potentially having cramps. Luke says, do you see Noni Madueke benching Saka in the near future or by next season? Because what I like from him is that his shot taking ability and not overthinking when inside the box, which Saka does. Uh okay. Let okay. For the sake of it, let me entertain the conversation. Also, for the fact that I don't have the rest of the panel to have discussion, I guess it's fair enough that we can have this discussion with me and the concurrent viewers, right? Okay. For Noni Madueke to potentially bench Saka, he has to do a lot. One thing, he needs to make sure that he is accurate with both his feet, left and right. Second thing, he can be there to, he has that electric pace to outsmart his defenders, but he's not intelligent enough to know when he needs to go on the inside and on the right and on the outside like Saka does. In spite of Saka not having that blistering pace like Noni Madueke, he's still very intelligent on knowing when to turn the defender inside or out to beat his man. We've seen that against Man City, especially in those 45 minutes that he had his camp. Right? Let's not get that wrong. Third thing that I can see is that Noni needs to make sure that he's not only getting into the box, but also need to make sure that he can score. So far, like the first point I said, he's not been accurate at all. He's been getting into the box, but none of them have been getting to our players to get an assist or even getting his shot on target to potentially score a goal. Right. So far, whenever he has taken a shot, has he been close enough to score any of the times? I do not think so. Is this something that he needs to work upon? Definitely. This has been the complaint when he was at PSV. This has been the complaint when he has been at Chelsea as well. And this is still a thing that he needs to work upon when he is at Arsenal. Now, I know Noni Madueke has put in great performances, but as a substitute, Arsenal have lacked a substitute like him in forever. When Saka was the player, Nicolas Pepe couldn't even come close or even try to bridge that gap between Saka and the substitute on any level. With Noni Madueke, I see that gap being reduced. That is, if Saka is being substituted, We have players like we have Noni Medveki who can come in and probably not have that much of a drop off in quality when he comes in, because he has that pace. He's good enough. He's very uh, like he works hard. He knows how to work for the team. He just needs to make sure that he improves his shooting, his accuracy, and at the same time knowing when to go inside and knowing when to go out. That is all. See, maybe if Noni Madueke does that in like 2 3 years, potentially we could see something in there. But in those 2 3 years, we do not know the levels that Saka could take it off to. Right? And same, we're not saying that Saka will be stagnant here and Noni Madueke will overtake. We do not think that is the probability. We see that Saka improving his game as a season goes, because his initial thing was he doesn't score enough. Next thing, he improves his goal scoring record in the next season. Next, people say he if he could use his right foot more often, then he improves his accuracy with the right foot, both getting assists and getting goals at the same time. Next game, can he beat his man in 1v1s? He's done that multiple times against multiple defenders at the same time. It could be the best of the best, but he always turns it around. So he's always been improving no matter what, right? So in that trajectory, if you look at it, I honestly do not see Nani Madueke benching Saka next season, or at least for the next 3 4 years. I do not see Nani Madueke benching Saka unless Saka is like in what I call it time at Arsenal and he shifts to Madrid or Barca or something like that. 0-0 all over it. Don't think Arteta will take any risk. Do you mean the Newcastle game? If that's what you meant, I'm not sure. Luke, game intelligence. Saka is in the Salah profile where they know what exactly to do in that situation. That's what defenders know what exactly that these players will do. In spite of that, they still tend to get away against their defender. They're that kind of players. So yeah. Newcastle Odegaard must not start. Newcastle will target him physically, and I fear he might get injured again. As per Arteta, I think they will have what 2 more training sessions, and then only they might know if he's available or not. But I agree with this. But if this is the case, you know what? We'll come to the Arsenal bit of the conversation in a bit. We'll come to the conversation in a bit. Let me just take in. Let me just talk about the things that are in flow. Okay, Carabao Cup done. Yeah, Arsenal face Brighton on October 24th or 29th, if I'm not sure. If I'm not, I think 29th, exactly. October 29th at home, luckily, against Brighton. Newcastle face Spurs. Liverpool face Crystal Palace. Almost feels like they're meeting every other day. Wolves face Chelsea. Swansea meets City. And yeah, Fulham faces, I forgot which team this is. But yeah, those are the important fixtures. Right, let's talk about the Premier League. We probably got like half an hour more, and then we'll see till when the conversation goes and start. Yeah, Luke, this is your moment. Do bring in your thoughts and conversations regarding this very game. Brentford facing Manchester United. Brentford coming into this game does comes in with a big draw against Chelsea. Their track record so far has been all right. I don't think they've been in good form this season. The last 5 games, they won against Bournemouth, they lost against Sunderland, they drew against Chelsea, they drew against Aston Villa, and they lost against Fulham. This has been their team form, right? Whereas Manchester United, they've come in with a big win against Chelsea. They lost against Man City 3-0. They won against Burnley 3-2. Grims, they lost against Grimsby and they drew against Fulham. So this is the form that Manchester United are coming into this game. Head to head, I think head to head, Manchester United have a good track record against them. But let's remember that was Thomas Frank's Brentford, right? This is a whole other Brentford coming into this season. At home, they looked solid, but away from home, I don't think they have been that good, if I'm not wrong. So this could be a very cagey game for Brentford and Manchester United. Thing is that Manchester United will be facing Brentford now, next Sunderland, and after that they face Liverpool. if they can somehow win this game, go into the Sunderland game at Old Trafford and win that game, and then go to Anfield. With these two games and the previous game where they won against Chelsea, help boost their confidence in facing Liverpool at Anfield? I hope so. As an Arsenal fan, I hope so. But if you're talking as a neutral fan, as per track record, 9 wins in 32 games. This game, I honestly see it as a draw. Thomas thinks otherwise. He says that Fernandez will come in clutch and it could be a 0-1 win to United. Did you guys watch the Chelsea game, by the way? Or at least watch the highlights? If you watch the highlights of that game, you could honestly see that Brentford have gone all long ball. Could this be something that they could employ against United and break down that defense, that whatever defense that they have? Probably. Because Man City did that. Somehow, United was like, we'll play high line with Maguire and Ugarte in front of the half line, and then you had Haaland running behind them and scoring goals, right? Could this be something that Brentford does against United? Highly possible. The long balls have been an issue for United. Brentford have been very, very good with the long balls as well. Could this be something that they could employ? Definitely, right? Do let me know what you guys think regarding this, because I honestly think we are in for a cracker of a game. It The only issue is that it is for me. It is at 1 second. 1 second. Something here. 1 second. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I honestly think this is something that Brentford could nick it. I feel a weird 2-1 to Brentford. Do let me know what you guys think. Fernandez says it's going to be a 1-0. The remaining two other concurrent viewers out there, do let me know what you guys think will be the position. I honestly feel this is something that Brentford could win it. In all honesty. Hmm. I'll wait for like 10 more seconds and then we can like go to the next game. Oh, Mrs. Arvin says it'll be a 2-1 to Brentford. Same. Even I feel this it'll be a 2-1 to Brentford. Cool. Okay. Um 1 second. Let me just fire up the next one. Yeah. Chelsea versus Brighton. Now how many of you watched or the match or the highlights between Brighton and Spurs? If you guys watched it, you guys know that this is something that could be that could turn into an all-timer. Why? Because Brentford look on sound. The issue here is that Chelsea haven't won a game in the last 3 games. Coming into this game, if you look at the form, right? Chelsea, they did win against yeah, against wait, Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea coming into this game, they won against Lincoln Carabao Cup. They lost against United. They lost against Bayern. They drew against Brentford and they won against Fulham. Fulham game, let's not go there. We all know what all happened, right? Whereas Brentford, sorry, not Brentford, Brighton, they won 6-0 against Barnsley. I think it was in the Carabao Cup. They unfortunately drew the game against Spurs. They lost. Bournemouth just edged it against Brighton. They won against Man City, and they coming into this game really, really strong. Could this be the game that Brighton do it? Because I honestly think that is highly possible. Because um, as an Arsenal fan, I do hope that is the case. Because I do not want Chelsea to ever gain form. I do not want Chelsea to ever do well. Right? That game against that game against who do you say against Bayern? I was hoping. I was genuinely hoping that this thing, Bayern do a madness, and luckily they did a madness. So I feel it will be a draw, though. I genuinely feel it will be a draw. Let me know in the comments what you guys, uh, what do you guys think? Yeah, Mr. Sarun says Brighton away from not good. They're only good at home. 2-0 to Chelsea. Hmm. Is that so? You know what? Let me just share the screen. Let me just probably look into it. Share screen. Chelsea. Cool. 1 second. Okay. So if you look at this, Chelsea have oh Chelsea have played the last four games away from home. They've they lost or drawn most of the games. Yeah, the the Lincoln game is it's a curve book. It's Lincoln, and they spend 2 billion. If they lose to Lincoln, it'll be comedy. But if you look at Brighton, hmm, hey Sarvin, you might be onto something, man. Because if you see Brighton, damn, is it wrong to hope that we can probably see Brighton draw this game? I feel it'll be like a 2-2 draw this time. I think Brighton will draw the game, not Chelsea drawing the game. I think Brighton will draw the game. Hmm. Do let me know in the comments what you guys think. Definitely, we can take it up. Yeah, okay. I guess people have spoken because I put out a poll and they've said that it should be Chelsea winning it comfortably. 2-0. Fair enough. Okay. The next game, Man City Burnley. I think it's a straightforward. I don't think we need to talk much about this. It's the most obvious. Haaland triple captaincy kind of game. You know, you go on the rampage and you're like, oh, it's fine. We will talk a little bit about FPL in the very end if we still have time. Obviously, we have time. What else do we have to do right now? Right? I do probably I will play free hit and make a bunch of changes. We can definitely talk about that as well if you guys are interested for sure. Else I'll do it by myself. But yeah, I think it's a straightforward game. There's not much to talk about it. Do you guys think it will be an upset where Man City drop points in this game? I don't think Man City will drop points in this game. Let me just put it. Okay. Hmm. Cool. Uh, now, now this game is interesting. Crystal Palace host Liverpool at their home ground, not Anfield, at Selhurst Park. Right now, this game is very, very interesting. Why? Because let's put in more context than the most obvious one. That is, Crystal Palace have beaten Liverpool to win the Community Shield. Coming into this game, Crystal Palace have been unbeaten in the last 17 odd games, which is unreal as a track record. I don't think it's like something mid-table teams generally do. But Glasner is such kind of manager, right? Coming into this game, if we added more context, Ekitike gets a red card, and he's not available for this game. What does that mean? Will Isak play the whole 90, or will there be an issue where they'll have to bring Chiesa and rely on him for like 30 odd minutes instead of like the small 10-minute or 15-minute cameos that Chiesa has been putting up in this entire season, right? Mr. Arun says the last two undefeated teams left in the Premier League. Oh, is that so? Oh yeah, I mean obviously, Arsenal have lost. Liverpool is yet to lose. Will this be the game? I hope so. But yeah, let's look into the track record that comes into this game, right? Let me just share the screen. I think it'll be better that way than me reading it out. Where is it? Where is it? This door. Here we go. Okay. So coming into this game, we've got Crystal Palace winning against winning the Community Shield. Crystal Palace drawing at Anfield. Liverpool winning. Okay, at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace winning. So last season, if you see, Crystal Palace has either won or sorry, has lost or drawn. But previous to that season, we've had a decent track record from Crystal Palace coming in. But if you look at just preview, if you just look into the form that they're coming in, right? Liverpool winning all their five in the last 5 games. Crystal Palace coming into this game where they have not lost a game. Important point, they have not lost a game. As Crystal Palace, I think that is something that is very, very good because as a mid-table team, you are known to lose matches or draw more games. But coming into this game where you have only drawn or won matches, I think that's a statement from Glasner as well. I really rate Glasner for a fact that he, when Crystal Palace got him, I did a bit of searching regarding who this manager is. I didn't expect him to be that good. He did win that Europa with Frankfurt. He did manage players like 1 second. Right. So I coming into this, even remember that season last season in the 23-24 season where Arsenal were on the verge of winning the Premier League and wanted Liverpool and City to drop points. Glasner was the one to help out in such a way. But Arsenal did the most Arsenal thing and did capitalize on such a thing, and they ended up losing games or drawing their games themselves as well. But Glasner is such a highly rated manager. Coming into this fixture, another thing, if you want to add more context, Mark Gahey. Mark Gahey was on the verge of joining Liverpool. Glasner apparently was the one who stopped this move. Could this add in more fire when Margay performs so much better? Is this the fire that Slot and Liverpool need to show that if you can't bully us in such moments or such transfers? Could this be something that we could honestly see? Probably. Regarding and all of that, I do not know, nor do I will care about it because I think to talk about tactics post game will be more sensible than what can be done previous because it's not something that's like a high profile game. It's more about the hype about the game, right? So I'm not going to waste too much of your time and my time talking about it. And also, let's be honest, I do not have that much depth to talk about tactics unless I watch something and then talk about it on face, not something I rewatch games, make my notes about it, and write about it. So yeah, it is what it is. Um, what do I think about this game? Oh, okay. We had some bunch of votes. Let's see how vote says. Vote says no. Crystal Palace will extend their run, as in win or draw. Um, People have been okay. I think we have one vote that says Liverpool will win. There are two votes saying that Crystal Palace will extend their run. I'm assuming this means a win because when I kept another option as draw, nobody selected draw. If that is the case, it's good for the uh, Premier League and people out there. I guess so. But yeah, it is what it is. It is fine, right? Uh, Crystal Palace defense is good. Narrow 1-0 victory to the Palace. Interesting. You think so? Hmm. I, I don't think it'll be such. I weirdly think it's going to be like a 2-1 kind of game. No, I weirdly think it's going to be a 2-1 kind of game. I don't think Liverpool will have it in them to not. I think they have so much firepower in them to score. So I think they will score, but I think Crystal Palace will win the game eventually 2-1. I won't be surprised if it's a late equalizer from Liverpool, as how things have been going, right? That's how they've been rolling this entire season. So many of the goals have come from the 80th 80 till the end of the game. So I won't be surprised if they manage to equalize in the dying minutes, if that is the case. Or I don't know. I'm excited for this game. I definitely will be watching this game tomorrow. We've got the 5 o'clock kickoff with the United game. Then at 7 o'clock you got Chelsea's game. Then you got even the Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. So these three games for sure I will be watching somehow or the other. So yeah, stay tuned regarding that. Mrs. Arun says 1-0. If anyone else is there in the continued viewers and interested, do let us know what are your predictions as well. We can take that into consultation at the same time. Cool. Okay. Mateta or Sargol maybe. Why? Do you have Mateta in your FPL, buddy? Because I got Mateta in my FPL. Okay. We got total of 5 votes. We got 60% of you guys saying that Liverpool will win. Is this the new influx of Liverpool fans coming and watching and just voting and just leaving again? Is that the case, though? I don't know. But yeah, I assume that that is the case. Mm, what else do we have? Okay. Shall we just end this poll? No, I'll just end this poll for now. I'll start the new poll. 1 second. Start new poll. 1 second. Hmm. The next fixture. Ah, yeah. Tottenham versus Wolves. This is not so interesting, but just give me a second. Just give me a second. I need to do one more thing before I can talk about it. 1 second. Hmm. Newcastle. For sure, a lot of people would want to talk about this game, so definitely I'll have to bring that up. Cool. Okay. Huh. So now this game. So this game, I think I genuinely think it's going to be an easy win for Liverpool. Sorry, for Spurs. I don't think people. There's no point in hyping up this game so much at the same time because let me just look into. Let me just bring up the form that people are coming into this game. Let me just share my screen. Share screen. Is it Tottenham? Cool. Here we are. Okay, here we go. Coming into this game, Tottenham have been in very good form since the start of the season with Thomas Frank taking in. They did lose to Bournemouth, I agree, but after look at the games, it was West Ham, they won 3 with West Ham. Villarreal, good win. They were good enough to draw the game against Brighton. They came in clutch and then drew the game. Doncaster, let's just say they cruised and they did their thing, and that's about it. Wolves, on the other hand, do not look great at all. They did win against Everton, fair enough, but Leeds they lost 3-0, 3-1. Newcastle, we had Waldemar scoring the only goal of the game, debut goal that too. They lost against Everton 3-2, and then they won against West Ham. I guess winning against West Ham is not so hard these days, but yeah, it is what it is. But if you look into the head-to-head as well, right? Track record wise, I don't think it's looking great at the same time. Oh, it looks great to us. Hmm. Okay, 4-2, draw, 2-1 to Wolves, 2-1 to Wolves. Is this something that I have not been looking into? Is this. Ah, when did this happen? Okay, maybe my head deceived me, but oh, okay. We probably got. Yeah, this game is at IST. No, it's at 12:30 a.m. for you guys in India. Elsewhere in the world, I'm not sure regarding it, but I think this game could be a cracker. Wow. Okay. I mean, the fact that this okay, the photos against Ange Poch, Ange's highline 2-2 Ange, 2-1 under Ange. This one is under Ange. Is this really under Ange? I think this is under Ange. Yeah, these this has been under Conte. Conte on okay. Hmm. I mean, if you are somebody who does a lot of predictions and all that, I guess this is something that you could look into. Oh, we have one of our panelists, Raja. Welcome, Raja. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good. It's been a while after that watch along against. I think after the Liverpool watch along or after our game against who? Who did we play the first game? Oh, yeah, against Leeds. I think these two games are
Hmm.
only right. How are you, man?
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, man. Been caught up with few things. What about you?
Mhm. Yeah, I'm not talking about myself. No, no. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. That was when Cunha was in. Wolves were not the same anymore. Fair enough. Could be the case. What do you think about the Wolves game, Raja?
I don't even know which games are up. Okay.
Okay. Tottenham will be playing Wolves.
Where is it? Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah. It's a Tottenham's home.
Hmm. I mean, Wolves have been sluggish so far this season.
Mm,
I don't know. I don't fancy them in this one, so maybe a Spurs win.
okay. Spurs win, not draw. I
Nah,
don't
nah,
think.
Spurs will win.
Okay, Sarwin says 3-0 to Spurs. Thomas also says 3-0 to Spurs. Wolves have no chance. Fair enough. Okay. Next, the all important game that people wanted to talk about from the start. Um, the test at St. James Park. Our track record has been dog shit. Like it's been dog shit. Where is my receipt? Martinelli. Fair enough. Hello, Doctor Vivek. How are you, sir? Last three games, Martinelli has been on fire. But let's just say when he comes off as a sub, he's been better than playing as a starter. So yeah, 3-0 to the Arsenal. 3-0. What are you saying? 3-0. Okay. Okay. For the sake of it, let me just show the head to head, right? 1 second. Let me just show the screen. Shares 3, Newcastle. Here we go. This has been our track record. Okay. Since we're going to their home, okay, this has been our track record.
Oh, bro. 1-0, 1-0, 2-0.
Exactly. The last time we beat them was in 2023 May. I think that was that Odegaard goal and Zinchenko goal, if I'm not wrong. But after that, just look at the track record since Eddie Howe took over. 2-0 to 2-0 to Newcastle, 1-0 to Newcastle, 1-0 to Newcastle, 2-0 to Newcastle. It's been see now this is just I think one of them is Carbo Cup, yeah, Carbo Cup as well. 2-0. 2-0, man. If you just look into this tournament, coming into this game, yeah, we did win 1-0 against Newcastle, fair enough. 4-1. When was this? When did we beat the 4-1? But okay. What do you think about this
Oh,
game?
we were in that form, right? Like back in the day in February
Uh,
2024, right?
yeah. That was that. Yeah, where we were
Where we
just
were winning final 6-0 all the time. It was great.
exactly. Uh,
I think tomorrow it depends for us. I think we should, if we win, I think that that kind of gives me more hope about winning the league. But if we do the same usual thing where we drop points again,
hmm,
yeah, my confidence will only go down, basically.
okay.
Uh, Newcastle haven't been that great when it comes to going forward, but
Hmm,
defensively they've been good.
hmm,
And knowing Arteta's team selection has been really bad for the past couple of games, I'm not really a fan of what he's doing currently.
hmm.
Against especially City, I was really pissed off, basically.
Right, fair enough.
Um,
City game.
yeah,
I'll be my stream right after the City game. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't stream right after the game. I streamed like 2 days after the match got over. Else, probably this channel would have been cancelled and yeah, would have been hell. Dude, what bullshit did we
yeah.
do with Man City? But yeah, never mind all that shit. Yeah,
I
we
mean,
talk.
it's a tough game, and you're trolling by starting Trossard and
Hmm.
who was it? The other guy?
Merino.
Yeah, Merino. I
Hmm.
mean, I have no words for that. I was speechless looking at the team, and the performance reflected what his choices looked like.
Hmm.
At the end, we may manage to salvage a point, but it was really embarrassing knowing all of our firepower was on the bench.
Exactly.
It's really pathetic, dude. And the
Hmm.
way he was defending in the press conference, man, my head was gone.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Dr.
Yeah,
Vivek says Arteta will learn from his Catalonian team. Oh, okay. From Barca. Cool. I mean, but look at Barca's midfield, man. It's a whole other class when compared to. Okay, okay. If that's the case, that's good. No? I think Sanchez says I think Arteta will try to match Newcastle's physicality. Uh, Newcastle's physicality has been a kryptonite. Wait, what? Okay. He'll try to match Newcastle. Newcastle's physicality has been a kryptonite. We need to play through them like Barca did. Fair enough. Um,
I think if I see Marino again in midfield, I think we are not winning the game. We're dropping points again.
Okay. Nice conversation to have. Now that you're here, just somebody to talk to on stream, right? Thomas says, "Mark my words, we match Liverpool's result. If they draw, we draw. If they win, we win." That's been the case with Arsenal, right? When other teams draw points, we generally don't capitalize. That's been the issue with us. Let's just hope that Crystal Palace do their thing. Let's just hope that we do our thing. That's all I have to say at this point. Sharon says we are following Spurs result now. If they win, we win. True. Might be too early, but do you think the league will be done if we lose and Liverpool win again? Can't see us recovering from this. I think it's a bit too early.
It's a long season, but I think if the gap is too big early on, I think it'll have an impact on the team.
Mm-hmm. but I think it's like too bad. Also. Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, our fixtures have been tough. There's no denying that, but still.
Mm, exactly, and that's what our fixtures have generally been tough, tough. Okay, since you brought up the team selection and all that, right? Do you think this could be the team selection going forward? I mean, going to the Newcastle game. I think
What
obviously
happened to Declan Rice?
okay, okay, no, this is just the predicted lineup by Footmob. I think our lineup will be Zubomendi, Declan Rice, and Eze, assuming the
Yeah,
Yorker.
yeah, Martin.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, Martinelli, Jokeres, and Saka.
yeah, I
I think
think.
I'll be happy, really, really happy with that sort of a lineup.
Hmm.
But I think there's a good chance we'll see Merino again in midfield, and I might lose my head again.
But Merino has been playing so many. Okay, I do know that he was the first one on the
He'll
sub.
he'll bench Martinelli,
Hmm.
play Eze on the right left wing, and Merino will play because he's his darling. Whatever.
Hmm. See, if that is the case, also I wouldn't honestly mind it. My only thing is that do not bench Eze. I see when your only creator in the team is on your bench, it honestly pisses me off because, like I said, I do not want to like say this again and again. Like I've repeated myself multiple times. When your captain Odegaard, who is a creator who runs everywhere, is not even there in the match squad, it's almost 100% that Eze has to start. And in this game, if Eze doesn't start, I really do not know. I genuinely do not know. But it's yeah, it is what it is. What does Sanchez think? Would you start Martinelli or keep him on the bench for later? I would keep Martinelli on the bench only if Odegaard starts in the midfield with Eze as the left wing. I do not want Martinelli to be on the bench and Trossard on the starter. I want Trossard and Martinelli to be on the bench. That's what I think. Raja, do you agree with that, or do you have something else to say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with if Odegaard starts, I'll be fine. But like if Merino is the one
Hmm.
being the responsible for creating for the team, and I think
Hmm.
yeah, just keep Merino out, man.
Hmm. 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 Fair enough.
Trossard, I mean, he has if he starts again, then even then also like, what is Arteta even doing, man?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Just sack yourself.
Raja, how much I missed you on stream, man. Fair enough. Do we have anything else to discuss regarding this very game? I think we've spoken enough about. I mean, there's not much to add. Also, I think a lot of the discussion will happen post game, which will happen on Monday as usual. Do you have anything else that you want to discuss or add to this?
Uh, I don't know. Like basically, like if we win this game, I think I'll be very confident about winning the league because these are the type of games that we've lacked cutting edge in, and now with all these new signings, I want to see improvement on previous years. I
Hmm.
mean, if you can't deliver an improvement even with a much deeper squad,
Hmm.
I think you got to question the mentality of the manager and also like our chances going forward.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know. I'm sounding negative, but I think after last weekend's game against City, I mean, that should have been won easily by us,
Hmm.
but we lost it because we selected our worst players in attack.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. Uh, yeah.
True. True. See, on this channel, we are very pro Arteta. It doesn't mean for a fact that he's what do we say shielded away from criticism. When games like the City happens, he's always he's always going to be criticized because it was such an obvious error that can be seen by any random person. Even this thing, Gary Neville could even point at the mistake. It was that schoolboy mistake that is that Arteta did against Man City by not having Eze even in your starting level. He was on the bench when rest of the team was not able to create jack shit in that entire game. So yeah, we are critical of Arteta when needed, but it doesn't mean that he will be shielded away from all the sorry. We are Arteta in, but it doesn't mean that we shield him away from the criticism that he deserves when needed. That's all I have to say. Negativity and all that, nah.
Also,
I think
now
we yeah.
also the fact that if I recall,
Hmm.
Martinelli was brought on at 76 minutes. Like what
Hmm.
did Trossard do for like to play 10 more minutes? He should have been subbed off at like 60, 65 minutes by
Exactly.
then. It
Exactly.
was really bad, man. Like
Hmm.
Martinelli changed the game a lot once he
Hmm.
came on.
Hmm. Hmm. For sure. For sure. That's what. See, the Man City game. I'm not going back. It happened on Monday. I left it. Life has gone on. It has gone more shit. Things have changed drastically around the world. Let's not go there. If Merino starts this game, I'll be done with the season. Fair enough. That's too hard, but okay. Guess, I guess it's your pay. I know Sanchez, right? To be honest, if that is the case, he doesn't need more Arteta, more Arsenal headache from all the headache that we are going through. Is Visa back? I do not think Visa is back. I think still. I
No,
think
no, no, no. He'll be back after international break, I think.
after the international break, he'll be back. True, true. Hmm. Yeah. Our score predictions and all that, we'll take it once the panel is more regular, once we have like sorted out our lives and all that shit. So, yeah. There's nothing much to add now. Can we wrap up this thing?
No, no.
We can talk about
Uh,
FPL. We can talk about FPL. Oh, I forgot about FPL. How's your FPL going on?
I think last week was a massive flop.
Yeah. So this is my. Wait, I'm not showing my screen now. Add mine. Okay. Yeah. So this has been my team last game week. I thought if Yorkers will do something, and I benched Tijani for that. Tijani, though, obviously got an assist, had a lot of things, just like, yeah, whatever. But on my bench, I had 17 points sitting there. On my bench, I had 17. It is what it is. We are one injury away from a crisis at right wing, or Veneri will replace Saka in late games. I think Ethan or Max Doman would take in those fringe minutes that could potentially come in the season going forward. What do you think, Raja?
I think, yeah. Yeah, for now, I think Saka will start, but like after 70, 60 minutes, I think we can expect Dauman more often.
Hmm.
I don't think Ethan is a right wing player, but if Arteta is not what we say, not in the mood to play him,
Hmm.
maybe Ethan plays there. But I don't know. I think he should stick to playing Dauman on the right wing,
Okay.
and nurture him in that regard.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think he's more than capable, and I personally feel he's more suited than Ethan in that position. Ethan should be our backup, what to say, attacking midfielder in central areas.
Hmm. Hmm.
He's best utilized there. No need to like what to say, push away the goal threat away to the wings because
Hmm.
he can create, but when it comes to like his shooting and goal scoring instincts, I think he should stay more central.
Hmm. 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 Yeah. Okay. Coming back to FP, Raja, this is your team.
Okay, exact same points again.
Yeah, exactly. What changes do you plan for the upcoming game week?
Right, let me see what do I. Semenyo. Yeah, Gakpo has flopped, man. Like I had huge shots on him.
Gakpo,
I
na?
think
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
even I think Joao Pedro would fall off now because there's no creativity around him. He's cooked.
Oh yeah, Cole Palmer is out for like three, 3 to 4 weeks, no?
Yeah, the next 3 4 games, yeah, he's
Hmm.
out.
He's out as well. Yeah.
I banked heavily on Javi Simons, but so far he hasn't given me any points.
I think the previous game week to this he's given points. I think in previous to
But
this,
I don't have him.
okay, yeah. In game week 4, he got an assist if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I mean Haaland is there. I think I'll captain him again.
Yeah, and they're playing Burnley this season in this game week.
Yeah, Burnley. Yeah, I mean he'll get a lot of goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you plan to like just bring in your subsidies or do you plan to like, transfer it anyone?
No, I don't think I have. I think transfer someone. I have to check.
Okay, okay. Simmons is not started against Brighton. He came in from the bench minutes rest.
Yeah, yeah, he came home from the bench and I didn't get any points. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Any idea if he played against this thing in Doncaster? If he didn't play in Doncaster, I can assume that he can play this game.
I haven't watched anything, bro. I have no idea.
Spurs.
Also, Endo, I have had him for a long time, but I think it's time to change him as well. Like,
Huh,
I don't.
since
Ange, I don't think he trusts him that much.
exactly since Ange came in, I don't think you can
He
expect.
he went. He's on bench all the time.
And also, Javi started against Doncaster, so I'm assuming that there'll be a risk in minutes as
Okay.
well. Yeah. So coming to my team, I think this will be my team in the upcoming game week, or maximum I'll bring in this one the operators for Madueke and save it, right. This week people will target Haaland for sure. I can see that happen. Should I use free hit and change the entire team, or should I stick with the substitution and take in two free transfers for the game week 7?
I have no idea, bro. I think it's FPL has become really hard. Players are the consistent. Only Haaland and these Salah, these guys perform, but
even
the others it's always questionable.
even Salah has not been consistent. No?
Yeah, yeah.
Where is
I
Salah?
had hopes on Florian Wirtz, but like, yeah, he cooked my couple of weeks, and I've
Okay.
lost interest in FPL altogether because of him.
Oh, crazy. Ha, ha, ha. So this is what I think. There's a very good chance that I will use free hit, change my entire attack to bring Haaland and Isak
But
because
like, it's only for 1 week, no? Like,
that's what just for 1 week.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Just for this upcoming game because see, Man City has good fixtures, so I want to bring in Foden. I want to bring in Haaland. These two, I think, will start against Burnley.
Burnley are good though. They're not like suburbs.
I know,
They've
but
been like playing well.
no, but Burnley are playing away, so they're not that great. Burnley at home would have been different case, but Burnley are going to this thing. Oh wait, at where are they playing? Burnley home or Etihad? Next match. Oh, okay, it's at Etihad itself. No. Charles, welcome man. How are you? Sujit, bro, winning is more important or good football on display? Should fans be left to choose between the two? Many think like that. You get either or the other, not both. See, on rare cases where I've obviously watched a lot of Pep Guardiola's Barca highlights when I was young. I watched a lot of Luis Enrique's Barca. I watched a lot of this thing. How do you say? Mm, Madrid didn't have good style of football, but they won a lot of trophies. So that's what I watched a lot of Madrid as well because I was watching a lot of good aesthetic football. That time, you look at Liverpool at the same time. They played great football, but they didn't win anything because of Man City, right? So I think to answer, there is no right answer for this. People who want to have a good time watching football would definitely want to watch like present Luis Enrique's PSG, but if they want to, if you're supporting a club, you would obviously want trophies, right? If okay, a clearest example is Ange Postecoglou's Spurs. Great football, but was it sustainable? Definitely not. But did they win a trophy? Yes, against degenerate Manchester United. Is that the thing that you're seeing as an anomaly? I do not know. PSG playing great football. Normally, the kryptonite is a team like Inter Milan, but the way they dismantled Inter Milan, is that going to happen regularly? Is it something that you genuinely see all the time? I do not think so. Raja, do you think this is? What do you think on this stance? I personally feel if you're supporting a team, you would rather hope for winning the trophies rather than having good football. You would want to stick with good football when you're trying to build and when you're initially building a project to show fans or to get fans behind you. But eventually, you would want to win trophies, right? So I think I would stick to winning trophies over uh, great brand of football in my opinion, presently because we are in that state of
I think I think it can like both can happen at the same time though. Like there are many examples. The teams you just mentioned, right?
Hmm,
Guardiola's Barcelona, Luis
hmm,
Enrique's Barcelona, whatever. I mean, they got these guys like played wonderful football and they won trophies, so many trophies.
hmm,
Even Liverpool, like yeah, I mean they missed out on a few titles, but
hmm.
they won some as well. Like they won Champions League and then like Premier League as well in that era, where
Hmm.
like they were playing frightening football. Even City were playing fantastic football at the time. It's not
Exactly.
like boring.
Hmm.
With I think he's asking about in the sense with Arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
and they currently, I mean, we do play dominant football, but the problem is that like there is no what we call that player freedom in the way they can move around, and I think we do lack players in certain areas where like they can take what to say, they have the technical level to take the game to the next level. So I
Mm-hmm.
think we have improved that, but even after signing all these players, like we didn't. I think for till now we haven't used them properly,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of frustrating. And Arteta obviously has so much bad PR where like people say he's a terrorist and whatnot.
Um,
It's I think it's not the case because like we are very dominant in the way we play,
mm,
but obviously it looks bad because the technical ceiling of this team is technical floor of this team is not that great.
mm,
Especially with our key players being benched, it looks like a chore all the time
mm,
watching this team. I mean, you have Merino in the team where like he comes back and passes back instead of progressing the ball.
mm,
I
mm,
mean, I understand the guy has been really useful for the team, but sometimes, man, it's really frustrating and
no,
people going to these tangents where
mm,
like thinking these both things can't happen at the same
mm,
time.
mm, mm,
Okay, there are some examples. Some teams do achieve things where they don't play great football, but they win a lot of titles. I
mm.
mean, even with Madrid, like they used to defend a lot, but at least their counter attacks were really beautiful to watch, though.
True,
The
true,
way they
true.
set these things up, it's
Mm,
really
mm,
amazing. Even like Inter Milan, they say defensive team, but like the way
mm,
they play football, the way they counter, it's an
mm.
art in itself. There's no
Exactly.
good or bad football. It's just like,
Mm,
yeah, I mean, you
mm.
have to score and win at the end of the day.
Yeah. See, that's what. See, the thing is that okay, not to say that I was some big person, but stylistically, when I used to play football with my friends, I'm a defender, right? So when teams defend, I love it. I absolutely love it. Like how do you say the defensive performance against Man City last season at Etihad. I loved it. The frustration that you brought in that kind of city was insane to watch, right? But also, nice point that Raja mentioned. We are dominating teams, right? Raja, do you think that we are dominating in terms of stats? But are we really dominating in like in the way that fans want it to be dominating? Like how do we say? Our stats in terms of possession and all that are great. Why? Because we put in a lot of side passes. We put in a pass into the midfield, passes in, against send back to the defender like that. So in terms of that, we're racking up numbers. But are we really dominating teams in terms of like attacking wise and like overall? Like I just see us like making sure that the other team do not get the ball. But are we really doing being dominant as an overall team? That's what I wanted to know. It's something that I've been trying
In the attacking sense, I don't think we are as dominant. For example, a
to.
Liverpool or Barcelona. I
Mm,
mean,
mm,
these guys obviously they are like relentless in the way they attack. It's more on the mentality of the team, and
mm,
also we don't have these special players, right? Like Barcelona have Pedri, and like even Liverpool play that direct kind of football where like they're always on the attack. I mean,
mm,
we don't have that sort of players to constantly attack for all the time. I mean, I appreciate us being really solid defensively, but when it comes to attacking relentlessly, I don't think we are a team who does that.
mm,
At this, I mean, in this current iteration, I don't think it's kind of something in Arteta's game,
mm,
which for me it's not my ideal type of football. But as
mm,
long as you win, it doesn't matter. But we do dominate teams and we don't give up chances. I really love the out of possession work our players do. I think
mm.
there are maybe that's what to say to conserve energy in that situations. Like we might probably just coast along for most part of the game.
Right,
Maybe
right.
yeah, it's something to ponder upon. But
Mm.
yeah, I mean
So you can
we
take an
got
example.
a
Go
yeah.
on.
Go on.
No, because we can take an example of Liverpool game, right? Because first off, we were defensively solid, we were dominating, but did we do anything attacking wise? Nothing. But stats were like something else. Oh, stats were like, oh, we dominated. Liverpool had nothing. This, that, and we said. But then what happened? Second half came, we tried to go into that same thing, but Liverpool came and attacked and it changed the entire dynamic, right? So I'm just like thinking, uh, our stats numbers are incredible. But are we really big? Because there's an article just before the stream started. I couldn't get the time to like read it and all of that. Clive reposted. A bunch of big people also reposted that article. I think it was by Opta. But before we get into the conversation, one second. Welcome, Arush. How are you, sir? It's been a
What's
long,
up?
long, 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 long time.
Yeah, it's really nice to be back, man.
Yeah. Welcome, welcome. Did you catch a hold of what we are discussing, me and Raja?
Yeah, I did listen to it.
Okay, cool. Cool. We'll take in few comments and then we'll talk about the article that has been shared by big people. Charles says, okay, yes, my point was in relation to Arsenal and Arsenal fans. The divide between Arteta cult and bring the house down crowd is getting deeper every match week this season. Hmm. Like I think Raja mentioned it also. It's like we have great firepower in our team, but the utilization has not been great. I think that's the frustration that has been going.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, previous seasons we didn't have the players
Mm.
to do that, but right now we have these players, but like you and you're making them sit on the bench. I mean, it doesn't sit right with me, especially that City game has done my head in. Like honestly, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ainsley says, I genuinely believe that without playing good
No, no.
football,
I want to say this as well. Arteta has this loser mentality in big games, man. I don't like it. He's
okay.
too negative and too passive sometimes. He's
Mm,
like, yeah, I mean, we got to sit back and wait for the for one goal, and like we just sit back.
mm,
And also, he's not proactive in other substitutes. I mean, we've been saying this thing for like years, and he never changes. I mean,
true, true, true.
A question on that: do you think Merino's going to be dropped next game?
Ah,
I was having a chat with Prath, like I think a couple of days back, and he was
uh,
like, "It's very sure that Merino is going to start that game, and probably we would see a Trossard on left wing,
he,
and then the
he,
same Martinelli as a combo off the bench versus
he texted
Newcastle
you the same
because
thing. He
yeah,
did
yeah."
that. He did that right after the City game as well.
Uh,
Ah,
what do you
fair
all
enough.
think about that, though? Do you think physicality is a big thing in that game, Merino coming in? But again, that is the same thing about Arteta's mentality in a game like
Mm,
this, where
mhm.
you want attacking creativity against the side who scored 3 goals, conceded 3 goals the whole season, who haven't scored like since the game against Wolves, which was their only win this season as well. So, how are we seeing that?
See, okay, one second. I'll answer that. Let me take in the rest
Hmm,
of the comments. Okay. Rashid says after long, long time he's putting great comments. This position was meaningful position when vertically is still not the lack of service to victory occurs. So, against Nottingham Forest, I really like our fluidity man. Beautiful one-touch football, bro. Remind me of the old Arsenal. Fair enough. Okay, coming back to your point, right? This is my thing. If Odegaard is not available, forget bench. He's not available completely. I want Eze on that pitch because I can't. I physically can't sit through another game as thinking that we have Eze on the bench and we have zero creators on the pitch on the
hmm,
pitch, right? Okay, but if Odegaard is available, then maybe having like a Trossard on the left wing or Martinelli on the left wing, Merino up top, or like yeah, probably putting Merino up top would make sense in my head. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, okay, like, huh, Merino can start no matter what. I'm just nowhere because I want either Eze or Odegaard on that pitch. You can't tell me that Odegaard is there on our bench and Eze is also on our bench while our team goes there and just like does a bunch of cardio sessions out there. I can't. I just can't.
For
Arteta.
us,
Yeah, I mean, bro, the way to win this game is pretty simple. Play Rice, Zubimendi, and on the other side play Eze, play Martinelli, Gyökeres, and Saka will play. So
Mhm.
you have creativity on the left side with Eze, and on the right side Saka can take care of the wing. And I mean, it's not even rocket science, man. We literally have the players, but this loser will play Merino this, again, and you'll see the midfield of Rice, Zubi, Merino, and maybe Eze will play on the left wing, or maybe he'll start Martinelli, and Martinelli will look shit again, and he'll get benched in the next game. It's a continuous cycle, bro. I mean, play the right profiles and just win the games, man. Like, Why you gotta be a loser, man? I
Mm-hmm.
don't like it.
Yeah. It's fine. Like just yeah, you got like how Raja said, you got the players to like do something in games like this. Just go ahead, do it, man. It's not like as they came from some other league and needs to come
And
get
for a
used
fact
to.
also that Eze he started like one game and he's come off the bench in the others, or like started two games, come off the bench in the rest. He's
Mm,
played five games in total. He's
mm,
got 3 goals and assists in these games. What does that tell you? And he's played in 3 different positions as well in every game. That is telling you
mm.
that we have a maverick there. You're supposed to be making the most of him. And he played left wing one game. He played
Oh,
right center mid the game that day, Port Vale,
okay.
and
Oh
then
yeah, yeah,
left
ha,
center
ha,
mid.
right sentiment, ha, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's just telling you that once you have your options, try starting them together to build that fluidity. Once you get multiple games a week, once you get difficult fixtures in a week, once you touch that December phase, you need
Mm,
your best lineup to be there.
mm,
And we're already dealing with injuries.
mm,
You can't be having Merino start every game there in midfield,
mm,
thinking that okay, he's going to get the job done because he's a tank. He can run 90 minutes. He's good
mm,
at pressing in that sense as well. We've
mm,
seen one area improve as well. We saw the game against Porto. Yeah, you're not gonna big up the opposition that we played. But
mm,
then that there are improvements that you've got to notice there as well.
mm.
You can have an argument that Waneri also deserves to start a game like this
Yeah.
as an attacking midfielder because of the
Mm,
performance he's put by. You've
mm,
seen Saka struggling.
mm,
I thought he struggled against Portugal the other day. He got
mm,
injured. I mean, he got tackled very rashly as well in the game,
mm,
and you
mm,
can see that he's not physically ready for the game.
mm,
And if you're saying that Saka is not in his A game. You take him out, you bring in a 180, you bring him a down, and they give you options.
mm,
And that needs to be seen by Arteta quicker in games.
mm.
Against Man City, yep, good job. We all predicted a 60 plus, 70 plus substitution, but he made that 45th minute substitution
Yeah.
of both
Uh.
Martinelli and Eze, and that changed the game. They both
No, no,
scored.
no. Martinelli came on at 76 minutes, bro.
Okay,
Oh, Martin.
Eze basically who, yeah,
Dude, remember that group? I'm so glad none of you will post screenshots because if that group chat comes out, right, the shit that all three of
wait,
us will
Madueke came off halftime, no,
40,
that game. Who came
45th
on for
minute.
him?
Saka.
Saka.
Saka came on. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. In that 40, I remember the bro during halftime the shit that we three were saying on the group chat. If it ever gets leaked, out, you're
Bro,
finished.
that was one of the few games where I just sat like this,
Uh,
because my family was around and they were
mm.
watching and they're trolling me that, oh my God, Arsenal are losing 1-0 already into the season.
I was
And then
watching with United fans, man. I was watching with United fans.
90th minute they scored and I don't even feel the energy and excitement to celebrate, bro. It's just that, okay, Martinelli scored. We've got like a point back and
Mm.
we're like, okay, but we should have just gotten more out of this game. It's a home game. You're supposed to do more out of it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you guys on Monday? On Monday, I was like, control switch. Do not say anything bullshit. I was like, just do not say anything bullshit because I was so sure. I was so sure that day would have got bonkers if all. But yeah, it is what it is.
Mm.
Arush, bro, did your dad troll you?
Yeah, he's like, what is this? See, my dad is like anti build up play football, bro. He's like kick it
Oh,
long and like just play straight. He's like when a goalkeeper touches the ball, he's like, why are you passing the ball to a goalkeeper? Like goalkeeper is not supposed to use his feet. He's just supposed to be a goalkeeper, and
mm,
that's his
mm.
thing. He gets like anxiety when a goalkeeper has the ball, bro.
Yeah.
So then every time we play off the back through Raya, he's like, oh
Ask him what he thinks regarding the Brentford versus Chelsea game. Because Brentford did that only. They got the ball, they just kicked it long.
yeah. The Chelsea United game was something else though.
And yeah, we spoke about it. Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll take a few comments. Yeah, Tal says, what do you think about killing Rice's LCM dream? Let him occupy the old six winner next to Zubi. Wait, old six winner next to Zubi and let all in front of them and do what the heck? What am I reading?
Yeah,
Let
you're
him
reading
occupy.
correct.
Let him occupy the six winner next to Zubi and let all in front of them do what the
Do
heck
you
they
all
want.
think the rotations between Rice and Zubi have been the same since preseason to now?
No, no, not at
No,
all.
no.
Because Rusty also says the same thing. One thing we have to, are you truly convinced by the rise at number 8 position? He's been good movement, but he's still not effective offensively. Ball carrying, recovery, this thing. Because I have not seen the rotation. We remember that which was the last game that we three saw. Bilbao game.
First. That was preseason Bilbao, yeah.
Preseason Bilbao game, and that time we were like, oh, the rotation between Zubimendi and Rice has been good.
But the rotations were there against Nottingham Forest as well. So it's
Yeah,
in-game
that's
patterns
how
that
we
are,
scored twice.
yeah, that's what. In-game patterns, bro. This is all on Arteta, to be honest. Because you
Yeah,
see the
yeah. I
goals
mean,
that we scored against Forest, like those were like peak Arteta ball. Like one
Hmm.
touch pass, like the comment that was there previously as well.
Hmm, hmm,
Peak
hmm.
Arteta ball, bro. And then suddenly he's just not there the next game week.
One second. Let me just search into something. 1 second. You guys talk about, because is this because of the fact that we do not have Odegaard or Ethan Veneri in that this thing? Is that the reason? 1 second. Arsenal fixtures. Uh,
What's the latest on Odegaard?
he'll have two. He'll
should be
have two
fit.
sessions. He'll have 2 sessions before the game, and then we'll get to know what is the scenario.
Okay, so it's not bad. So he should be there for the Olympiacos game at least.
Hmm. Hmm. Instruct him to keep deep and act as a ball winner. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Ha, ha, ha. Fair enough. Fair enough. Because like how Arif mentioned, and how Raja and me and him, when we saw a bunch of games, the rotations were there, but in few games it was not there. But fair enough. Um,
But then my argument to that is
hmm,
why change something that is not broken in terms of Zubimendi? Why would
hmm,
you want Zubimendi to move higher up the pitch or stay lower, play a double pivot there when
hmm.
Zubi's actually doing really well under pressure?
Okay, okay,
He's
okay.
coming
So
deep.
Nottingham game, Odegaard, Merino started with Zubimendi.
Oh
Um,
yeah, Rice
uh,
wasn't there that game.
Rice wasn't there in that game. Um, where are the fixtures? Okay, so, and no, not this game. Where is the game? Leeds
Mm,
game. Leeds game. I think that is basic. Nothing to say there. Liverpool game. Who came? Who played instead of Odegaard? Merino came early. Who came early?
mm,
Huh.
let me see.
We had this thing. Odegaard come off, and then who came in instead of him?
Liverpool game.
Merino. Yeah, Merino came in.
Hmm,
Merino came in. Did we see the rotation in that game?
not really.
Not really.
Not the
So,
Liverpool game.
uh, is this a Rice Zubimendi kind of situation? Because Salu has messaged me, like, I think after the Liverpool game as well. He said, I really do not think the chemistry between Rice and Zubimendi is still there, because he noticed that even in the City game, there's a one moment na, where this thing, Raya to center back to somebody. Yeah, center back to Rice or
Which game you're
somebody.
saying? Liverpool
City game.
City game.
Mm-hmm. Because
Yeah.
we broke down that City ka press in the midfield. We had space, but there was nobody in the midfield, and that is why we went back with the sideways passing. So he's saying that the chemistry between Rice and Zubimendi is not yet sorted, and that is why we are not able to see more of that such rotations and all of that. That's what he said.
That's
Like
true.
after the City game, straight afterwards.
Hmm.
Do you guys agree with that, or like, nah?
Yeah, that's true, man. You've got to give that time if you're asking for continuity in the same thing, no?
Mm-hmm. Rashid,
But
what is
how
long
long?
term? How long? By December, hopefully. Arashi asked, what's the long-term vision for Veneri in MLS? Arteta's reluctance to play Veneri is baffling. MLS, I don't understand the long-term vision of him as a midfielder or as a left back. Hmm.
MLS, I
For
think
me,
only once Hincapi starts playing, we understand what the ideal of MLS is.
Exactly.
for me personally, MLS is not a left back. I think he's gonna be wasted in that position. And Ethan, I think at least he's playing in the right position, but not getting the chances yet. But
Hmm.
Ethan is good, man. Like Ethan has improved a lot. I
A
think we
lot.
don't. I think I told you guys. I think we don't. We should not give Odegaard a new contract. Uh,
His
we
contract
can do
is
much
running
better.
out in
2028. So by this next summer, like I think it's his contract year probably. I hope we don't give him another contract. I don't think we need him, especially
Yeah.
the way if he needs to show us, man. Like the games he played, he wasn't good at all. Um,
Hmm.
Whatever the passing quick thing. I mean, Ethan does it so much better. Being, I mean, he's out of position game has improved a lot as well. If he
Mm,
can improve, if he can play to Odegaard's level, like even 70% in a year's time, I don't
mm,
see the need to give Odegaard a big contract and keep him all the time.
Mm.
I think we can get Ethan, and we already have Eze, so like we can use our resources even better and also
yeah.
improve the team as well.
Mm,
Yeah. Also, last game against Porter was the first time we played 2 10s that everyone was
mm,
asking for, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it worked out well as well.
Mm, mm, mm,
it was decent. Yeah.
mm,
Then again, like who Merino being striker, most of the things were like yeah, most attacks were killed anyway.
Do you all really think the service is not there for Victor Gyökeres?
As of right now, yes.
yeah,
We don't have players who pass the ball quickly, right? Like we have all the ball hogs in our team. Even Declan Rice, I mean, I don't think he has elite vision.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta like take that L on that one. And
mm,
then Zubi, he does have a great vision, but being much deeper, I don't think it allows him to release the ball that quickly. And then Eze has like probably has the better connection with Gyökeres, but then again, like Arteta is so annoying that like he plays Trossard one day, Eze the other day. I mean, you need some continuity to get better of a player like who thrives on early balls. And Saka is also kind of ball hog, but like Saka is much intelligent. Madueke, man, see, I actually absolutely loved whatever he showed, but his game is basically depicted by this one.
mm,
All foreplay, but no final ball. Basically, that thing.
mm,
It's been the case all the time.
yeah,
Uh, as much as I know, like I'm excited to watch him run around, but like he just runs around like everywhere, but like the final output is just not there. Hopefully, it comes because like under Arteta, he can improve in the first. It's just his first few months here. So
mm,
I'm not too pissed about it, but yeah, uh, Gyökeres didn't have correct conditions to succeed as well. If we see it in that light,
mm.
so far, I mean, we've seen Max Dauman have great connection with him against the Port Vale thing. Huh? You see that ping ball.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You just
I've
need these
seen that
elite
with
IQ
Merino
players
as
in
well.
attacking areas, man.
Did you see that
Mm,
compilation from Bielsa on Merino's early passes,
Mm-hmm.
his role?
Yeah.
you are right on that, but like the problem with Merino is that like when he receives the ball in deeper areas, he can't turn quickly enough. I mean, he's too slow in that regard. So
No, no,
it does
I think
when
he gets.
you
Okay, go on.
yeah, I mean when you're in a counter-attacking phase and your player cannot turn quickly and pass the ball,
Mm,
so it obviously takes away the edge for a player who thrives on these early balls.
Agreed, agreed.
Merino is good at playing through balls, but like in a settled position, you know.
mm,
Sometimes he can, when he's facing the goal, he can play those. But like when it comes to like him turning and passing the ball,
mm.
he's not there. Odegaard can do that, but I don't know for what reason he's just too slow. The
I
only
think
player who
for
can who execute these things are one area and Eze in our team as of right now.
I think for that we need to also see like our wingers, our centre forward also to drop like between the lines because the spaces are there to be attacked, but we're not making the best use out of it because the pathways of which we are using for them to run
Mm,
is to create space, but we're not attacking the space that is being created. And that is the only big issue that we're facing because these certain um, routes of play that we're trying to see, it's been going on since preseason,
mm,
and we're not taking as much as advantage of it as we can because we're inviting the pressure. We're trying to build from deep, but it's just not working out in the sense that chance creation is going to another level like that.
mm. Fair enough.
I
Uh,
think many of our complaints will be answered if we play a midfield of Eze, Rice, and Zubimendi, and
mm,
also like allowing Zubimendi to interchange sometimes.
mm,
I think we can see the best out of this team. I think Eze is actually better than Odegaard in many aspects for me personally.
mm,
I
mm,
was actually surprised. Like his pressing is also not too bad. He tracks back well. He
mm.
tackles well. I think I've seen him win a lot of balls as well.
Okay, he's been tracking back. We've seen it from his debut game against. Who did he debut against? Liverpool, no?
Mm.
When he came on as a substitute itself, he was tracking back, and I was genuinely surprised by that. But yeah, it is what it is. And also, I think Charles, bro, I don't think. See, we've said enough regarding a certain player that we wanted before we signed him, right? Now we are completely for the signing of Gyökeres to do well at Arsenal. Our criticism is that it's not completely Victor Gyökeres' fault that he's been poor. It's also the system that has not helped him be the best that he can. Because there are barely any through balls or any balls for him to do anything. The few times that he's gotten chances, he's at least gotten off a shot, scored, or at least created something or the other. The fact we've agreed as a group that the system is not helping him in any regard. Freaking 15-year-old Max Domin is finding him, bro. But yeah, again, whatever. But it is what it is. We'll see. Newcastle game. Let's hope something happens because I can't take Merino starting another game as a striker at
Mm.
least. So yeah. And also, Raja, to add to your point, right? I think all his twist and turn can be effective in the attacking side of things, but when we're defending, we got to keep it simple because when he still does a lot of the twist and turn when we are trying to win back the ball or when he wins back the ball in the defense. That's where
Who
he
is he?
loses the ball. Merino,
Um,
yeah, because in the
Merino is not good in the center third, bro. He is just terrible. He just
Hmm,
cannot turn quickly, and he just what we say. He chooses his actions really quickly, and they're most of the times not great.
hmm, hmm,
I think even like if he starts the next game, just observe him. If he
hmm.
receives the ball in like a defensive third,
Oh
watch
yeah,
him like panic sometimes or like
uh-huh.
be too slow and lose the ball all the time.
For
I
sure.
just actually despise him, man. In that regard,
Hmm.
he reminds me of Xhaka in a way.
Hmm. Platform wrongly. Fair enough. Yeah. Ainsley, do you all think it's constant change in plans? If you, yeah, yeah, for sure. Why do you think there is no chemistry between our players still?
mm,
Yeah. See, also I think
But
Eze starting with Gyökeres makes a lot of sense because Eze knows how to play with a striker like that. He's played with Mateta for like 2 3 years. No, he knows such a profile, so he can easily know. Only thing is that can they both like link up more often? Will Arteta platform them together more often? Is the question. So yeah,
I
what?
think it's the combination, man. Eze and Gyökeres should be the combination.
Hmm.
And in certain games, like even Ethan Vaneri can provide that what to say
Hmm.
creativity for him as well.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
That's why, yeah, we'll see, man. Like I hope we'll see a midfield of Eze, sorry, Zubi and Rice.
You see,
Merino will genuinely piss me off. I think I'll be very less very what do I say? I will not be confident if he starts.
I genuinely think he starts the versus Newcastle.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, probably he will. I think he will
Hmm.
because Arteta is a loser. He just doesn't wanna.
The city
Yeah,
game really changed. Question: Arush bro agreed with Clive, but just because 1 week can produce low XG for all 20 Premier League team, does that mean Premier League football became cautious? If it's cautious, then viewership numbers will go down, bro.
I didn't read the article.
Same. That's the Opta article, no, Charles?
Hmm.
Because that is the article I just saw that they
Are you sure
posted.
it's based on one weekend?
No, they've taken all the games so far, not 1 weekend, if I'm not wrong. And they compared
I
it
haven't read it.
and they compared it to the time since it has been called the Premier League and not the English League or something like that. So it's been since
Hmm.
1992 onwards. Yeah, just
If
got a glimpse of it. So
cautious, then viewership numbers will go down. I don't think viewership number has anything to do with the level of football. Less goals doesn't really mean that the football is not entertaining.
yeah. And the kind of players that you bring in also matters, no? Because the
It's
kind of
the
players that are.
competitiveness, bro. If you
Exactly.
if you see the Wirtz interview that he came out saying that the interviewer asked him like, why is it that you're struggling? And then he
Mm,
was like, the intensity to my game, I'm trying to play passes quicker. But it's not
mm,
that he's trying to play, he's forced to play passes quicker. And
mm.
that has got to do with the intensity of the Premier League. You can't
Okay.
have one of the best attacking midfielders, the expectations of the best attacking midfielder to translate from Bundesliga to Premier League with the same level of football that he plays. It is
Mm,
going to affect him, it is going to affect the team as well. If you're the main creator of the side, it is directly going to coincide with the team that you play with. So
mm,
again, cautious.
mm,
The approach comes with the competitiveness. and that has come with the squad that each club is building. And
Hmm.
tactically, it's right at the top currently, man. Premier League, there's no one competing at the highest like the Premier League is.
Also, Charles, from your profile picture on Twitter, it looks like you took a picture in the Emirates Stadium, right? Are you in the UK or like where are you from? Bros, come on. Okay, this we took up. Hi, GK. Yeah, dude. I really wanted to talk about this in the like very end, but since you brought it up, I guess we can talk about it. Yeah, it's
Really,
it's not fair. I mean, see, I have no idea regarding the player, but when you read how he passed away and all, it's honestly just so.
he left Arsenal like one season back,
Just one season back he left Arsenal. Yeah, exactly.
and he was best friends with Patino, man.
Hmm. And that as well. It's yeah, it's not. I don't know if it's the right thing to say, but when UEFA wanted Arsenal to change the stadium from Highbury to Emirates, it's because of things like this. That time Highbury was too close to the fans and the uh how do we say to the fans and all of and they wanted that gap because the UEFA wanted every player to be safe and all of that. If UEFA could do something like that, what the hell is wrong? Did you see the pictures of the ground where all that the match happened?
Hmm.
This is a freaking concrete thing, dude. It's not like some playground. It's a proper stadium. It's a proper ground. It's a proper league, and
Going into a brain coma, hitting your head on a concrete
Hmm,
wall is not it, man. If you're playing professional football, that's not
hmm,
even tier two, League Two, League Three, bro. That's
hmm.
not how it works, man.
Exactly. That's what when I read that how he went to coma, how he injured himself because he hit into concrete thing. I'm like, in football, you don't associate concrete wall to football. And then when this happened, I was like, yeah, just
Hmm.
whatever. It's a horrible dude. I mean, you're
Rest in
kind
peace,
of,
man.
where am I? You will never know. I hope people don't figure it out also. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Fuck's sake. I genuinely thought you'll play with Eze as an well, so what do you think and what Arteta thinks is a whole other thing, I guess. It is what it is. And I'm glad sometimes Arteta doesn't listen to us. Sometimes it's just too obvious with his mistakes. It is what it is. Harshvardhan, welcome, man. It's been a while since we've seen your comments or you being on this channel. Welcome. End of Arteta, he's celebrating draws against poor City. If it was Liverpool, it was okay. But bro, you cannot celebrate draws now. कुछ नहीं सीख क्या पिछले 3 साल से आर्टेटा ने he can only bring us close but never win us anything. Hmm.
Did he celebrate the draw?
I don't think
I
he
mean,
celebrated.
CEOs were like ringing his phone, no?
Hmm.
Football
I saw that.
officials.
What
I
was
mean,
that?
that was
What
so
was that
cringe, bro. I
sentence?
visibly cringed. Viscerally
What was
cringed,
that
man. What the fuck
sentence?
was that? I
Yeah.
mean, where is the shame, man? The fuck? You started Trossard and
That
Merino and
remind
you're talking about like this.
that reminded me of the Luis Enrique comment, after the PSG game.
What? Oh, yeah. We were the better team. Lewis Hendrick. Oh, Arteta, it's fine, bro. It's chill. It's cool.
Luis Enrique and his team came and told me that we were the better team.
Ha. Then Lewis Enrique in the press conference, I never said that. Bro, we know he never said that. It's oh my God. But yeah, um, I have nothing else to say, man. I just have to say one thing, and we'll be back after the weekend. Um,
Hope Hoping that these
hmm,
results coming early into the season
hmm,
with the squad that we are panning with each player going out every week, it is a learning lesson for him. He puts in because he's got the squad now. There are
hmm,
no complaints in that sense.
hmm,
You have okay, it's working out off the bench. You're getting a draw against City, smart move off the bench. But bro, you had the whole of the first half for the taking.
hmm,
City had like what 7 touches in the box the whole game or something.
hmm.
Mm, It's just a result that you can make the best advantage of, man.
Hmm. Yeah. Charles says the last weekend the 20 Premier League teams produced a combined of 19.4 XGs, lowest in any Premier League game week. Cautious Premier League team is equals. Oh, just last week. Okay, great. So obviously my skimming skills have fallen through the roof, but fallen through the ground. But yeah, it is what it is. Hence viewership. Okay, makes sense. Hmm. Arteta man, just hope to see some good football. When we play Barca, we hope to beat you guys. On that note, even in the Bilbao game, I wasn't fully convinced that, bro, going to Bilbao, we won the game. The last 3 seasons, when we've gone away as a first game, we have either lost or drawn a game. So when we came off with a victory, I was like, chuck it, I'm not going to complain. Right.
Olympiacos was away, no?
Hmm. Huh?
Olympiacos haven't been that great, I think. So probably will win.
It is Olympiacos is it?
Away only, yeah.
Just
It's away.
started watching them.
Even that is away. Or first 2 games are away. Damn. No, it's at home. It's at Arsenal home. Yeah, it's at Arsenal
Okay.
home. It's at
Yeah,
Arsenal
they're
home.
getting smoked.
Okay. Hopefully. Uh,
Hopefully, we'll see Max Dauman in Champions League for the first time.
I don't think this game will be the way we'll see. I think we'll see him against Kairat.
Barca play PSG, bro.
Joan Garcia, Rafinha, all of them have taken a break from football for the next 4 weeks. So yeah, they
Oh,
could.
and also Lamine maybe is back, I think. He's back for the
What?
weekend.
Joan Garcia, Rafinha break? Why?
Injured,
He's
injured.
injured.
Oh, when?
Yeah. I mean,
Guy-
dude, that's what. Just before stream started, the
Goats
article
taken
dropped.
back.
Oh no,
Smokey is back, bro.
no, Chesney is back.
Smokey is back.
But again, we'll talk all about that on Monday ka stream. Hopefully,
Hopefully, I get
these
done
pot-
with the analysis as well.
these potatoes come on Monday as well.
Bro, next week
Please.
is chill. 1 day college, 4 days holiday.
Uh-huh. I'm not see today. This moment will be fine. 10 hours later, something will happen. Some other shit will come up. That has been my life for the last 3 weeks. Okay, I'm
Life,
simple,
bro,
guys.
life.
Do not trust anyone. Do not
Orange
trust.
man.
Yeah. Huh? No, shut it, mouth. we're not we're not taking names. We're not
Nice.
mentioning anything, but we're not doing anything. Yildiz links today. Anyone watches Raja? Where's Rahul? Where's Rahul? Dude,
I mean,
Rahul will only turn up the day we don't talk anything regarding Juventus or Syria. The day we plan to talk about something regarding Syria, that guy will be lost. We can't find him. But yeah, chance. I'm Raja. Go
yeah, Illich would be lovely at Arsenal, man.
on.
I think this season I watched a few games like of Juventus. I think he has gone up a level this year. He's certainly an incredible player to sign, but I don't think he'll leave Juventus. But if they sell him for 100 million, just pay the money and get the guy, man. I mean, I don't think I think he's probably at this moment in time. I think he's the best ball striker in football for me, easily.
Alvarez.
Just before
His
coming
ball
on
striking,
stream,
I don't think I've seen that sort of ball striking in a long, long time from a player. And that to that consistent from that sort of a distance is insane.
mm,
I mean, every other, like he shoots from like 30, 25, 30 yards and it's always on the target. It hits, either it's a goal or it hits the post, something. I mean, yeah, he's also really good with his passing and he has got like quality IQ.
yeah, just
Cross.
coming before coming
Alexis Sanchez,
before,
Martinelli.
I
I
just
don't know
saw
about
that
that.
tweet.
Yeah, I
So
don't know about that, but he's certainly got pace, but like he's not Martinelli quick. But yeah, he's much better than whatever we have
That's
for
what
sure. I think
I
he's also very clutch as well.
I agree with Ainsley. Julian Alvarez is literally right there. What do you mean that Yildiz is like the best ball striker in the world presently?
Ildiz is even better, bro. Watch him play.
I've seen his goals. I've seen all that. We're talking of
nah,
ball
I think
striking,
Alvarez is better though.
bro. Alvarez is a ball. Have you seen his
But
hat trick goal?
Ildiz is back now, right? Like he's on the up right now, so probably most people haven't watched him. I agree. Like Alvarez is great, but still, Ildiz at this
But
moment, I'm saying, nah, at this
Al
moment in time, like yeah.
Okay,
this moment of time, Alvarez is coming off a hat trick with 2 goals outside the
exactly,
box off his weak foot as well.
exactly. Left foot ka goal that too.
Yeah. And
This
he's doing
Madrid,
it since River Plate as well.
uh,
So I would
these
like
these
to.
Madrid fans, I swear they can't appreciate. Going on. That goal is sensational. I couldn't believe what I saw. The left foot, man. What
They
the hell,
finally
man?
won a game, bro.
Uh, uh, uh.
Finally won a game.
Finally, Simeone was like, "Chuck it, we'll play Alvarez full 90 minutes." And
But
this
he's
just,
apparently having problems with Simeone,
yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah,
Julian
yeah.
Alvarez.
Mhm, mhm,
Nice opportunity.
mhm.
I think
And
there's a
then,
good chance he'll end up at Arsenal next summer or even maybe January. We don't
yeah,
know,
and
but
then people will say that we are already done with Mr. Victor Gyökeres.
Hmm. Nah,
One
nah,
season
man.
of Gyökeres.
कल
Move
डर्बी
on.
है किसका डर्बी
छोटी क्लबों का ऐसा क्या?
but I've seen Premier League wait Premier League Nottingham Forest Sunderland is that a derby
No idea.
no who?
no
I don't think so.
GK says there's a derby tomorrow did he mean Syria
Probably in other leagues. Other leagues also
oh
there is
Atletico
tomorrow.
versus oh
Oh,
okay
Atletico
Medi
versus
derby
Real Madrid.
Medi derby Medi derby okay he meant Medi
Ah,
derby okay
I'm missing all games tomorrow.
hey Bruno Guimaraes derby he fights not plays fair enough Alvarez to
Juventus play
us
Atlanta tomorrow, by the way.
ooh okay I want bro when Alvarez was having issues and all that I was like I don't want Isak I don't want anyone just bring Alvarez this summer itself
Sell Kai Havertz, bring Alvarez in. Like simple.
I don't think we can say that and not and get away with murder but it's fine I've said this in close spaces there itself I got brutally annihilated I'm like how can you say Kai Havertz I'm like wait, I just
Yeah, man. The guy is on like 350k, 350k something. He can
hmm.
go. I don't care.
Okay. Brian, if you're looking at it Khalko, nothing on Kai I can't afford to change my fare uh, we'll talk more about this one. We'll talk more about the UCL games on Monday. Okay. One small thing I want to say for all the people since you guys have been putting the time to watch us speak and all that. Take care of yourself. Do not believe anyone, even us, even the good people that you know. Do not believe them. Just trust your instinct. Live your life, and yeah, stay happy. Live another day. Good night. We'll see you soon. Till then, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you go. Bye bye. Take care. Peace.